This is ATU Esports Hearthstone versus Texas A&M, one of many of their teams, I believe. We'll be playing these three decks. They ban the mage, we ban their warrior. Not sure what I want to start with. Kind of feel like Hunter, so I think we're going to start with Hunter. And they start with their priest.
The light shall bring victory.
Let the hunt begin.
How does this go against this priest? They're playing clone priests for anyone interested. We did pretty well against their priest. Mulligan. Let's see, what do we want? Flanking strikes, I'm not sure if they do anything, really. I'm going to keep tracking, I think, and hyena's a yes. So, our main goal with this deck is to just, it's pretty okay, is to basically just have a hand while they have, or have a board presence, and then just try to find, the Death Knight Rexar. The music you'll be hearing today is the Club Penguin soundtrack. They have Holy Smite, so I think we're just going to
I wonder.
Play out a with an S. If we get Deathstalker Rexar on curve, we just win. I have yet to see a deck that can beat a Deathstalker Rexar on curve. Gotta give them thanks for that one. And we squelch them, because I don't care to hear them talk. They really don't have any decent ways of dealing with that. They can, yeah, okay. What to do? I think we just do that. I'm not really in the mood to be slapping them around on the board yet. They do have some weird tricks up their sleeve. So this actually, what is giving them the coin? Let them hit. Witchwood Grizzly, yeah, that's a pretty bad one. I don't know if I want to give them a coin. Because what we could do is we could play this and then Candle Shot, attack in with both. This gets out of Shadowward Pain range. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. I don't see a better play. So I think I will just do that.
I come to load.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Do I want to do tracking? Yeah, actually, it's not much that I'm looking to hit after that. Oh, this is pretty good. Yeah, let's go Master's Call and pass. Master's Call is just insane, this deck. Just 3 mana, draw 3 cards, and they're all beasts. Would have loved to have hit a Rexar on there. They don't want to do anything with that. I think we do, what are the There's a couple one-drop beasts that wouldn't be too bad. We just draw 3 so our tracking hits more consistently. Yep, Timberwolf was what I was wanting. I actually think we just poke him again. Let's see, it's 6 mana. They have the Shadow Essence, 2 copies of it. I'm really not looking forward to getting hit with a Psychic Scream before I can deal with it. And they're coining into Shadow Essence. Yep, they'll probably be... Oh, that's actually one of the best ones that we could have gotten. Doesn't do very much for them. Oh, that's really nice. There's a lot of damage I'm threatening here. Could do this. Oh no, I can't. I'm 1 man off. Well, this hits for 2. Actually, I think I'll do this. Fuck that, thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna save the last weapon charge. This is a huge target for Shadow or Death now, but kind of have to run that risk. We have 18 cards left. Hopefully tracking was a 1 in 6 chance that we find our Death Knight. Yep. 6, they don't have the coin anymore, so I think the worst thing that we could get hit with I'm not actually sure what's the worst thing. We have this matchup's pretty okay. It can go really bad really quick, but there are also plenty of ways to get around it going bad. And yes, I am going to rope every turn. There's no point not to. I have nothing else to do. They're having a good old think about this one. We are pushing a lot of damage next turn if they don't do anything. They do have Holy Smite, so that might be what they're looking to do. Yeah. Yep. And this adds a random free spell. Could be anything. It does buff him up. Is this lethal? No. No, but it's getting there. 11, 12. It's 1 off. Right. It's 11, 12, 13, 14. He's at 15. Is it worth it to go for that? What does he have for healing? I'm trying to look and see what he has for healing. He's got a 3/2 healer. He's got a lifesteal, deal 1 to all minions. We can just play it safe here. Yeah, we could do tracking. Thank you. The rush minion. Hit this. And then boop it with that. And then hit him for 7 or 8. Get him down to 7. We got the Deathstalker, so I'm not too worried anymore. And they are pretty low. They only have a 1 of Shadow or Death in their deck, and they still have 20 cards, so the chances of them having it aren't exceptional. Even if we win or lose this game, I'm pretty glad I started with Hunter. I think it's not a deck I want to rely on in a game 5. I kind of want to keep that to be Even Warlock, because Even Warlock is my best friend. They're having a big old think about this one again. Don't blame them. No point in rushing. Very curious what the I think they're just trolling here. Yeah, they're just dead. Alright, cool. Good game. 100%. Well, let me think about it. There is a pretty decent chance that they'll play the Clone Priest again, just to try and like knock it out. Even Lock is a pretty bad matchup. I have Even Paladin. Yeah, we're gonna play these. Even Paladin, our best card in our opening hand is probably Hydrologist. It depends on what we're playing. Corpse Taker is obviously insane. We did get Berserker, that's pretty good. Playing the Rogue.
My blade burns with holy fire.
Pretty sure this is the nuts. I'm gonna keep all 3 of them.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
So this is this is Death Rattle Rogue from them. Let's see, our matchup with Even Paladin, they have a pretty bad matchup against us. Let me look at their deck.
Should I?
Probably play this. Definitely Redemption.
The battle.
Next turn, we're going to play the Berserker, and depending on what they do, we'll do either Hero Power or Redemption. Hopefully, we get the Berserker down and put a Kings on it. Looks like they're going to weapon up here. Do that, yep. I think I'm actually going to play the Redemption. I kind of want this for Blessing of Kings. I'm looking at their deck. They really, unless they sap, which they only have 1 of, they really can't deal with a huge creature. They have a Death Rattle summon a 1/1 ooze with Poisonous and Rush, but yeah, that's not great for them. They have to waste that. It's not great for me either, though. kidding. Never mind. I played the redemption. No, I forgot. I thought. No, never mind. They're in big trouble. Really big trouble.
Who you want me to
They like have to have a sap. Yeah, they just have to have a sap. I'm pretty sure. Unless they want to take a ton of damage. Kind of okay with that. They're coining out. Oh, double eviscerate? Oh, fan of. Oh, okay. That's pretty okay. Had to waste like 3 cards on that. Yeah, I think we just glass knife dude past. Not even sure if the Blessing of Kings play ended up being the best play. It was just like 9 damage and they have these 3 cards. That's pretty good. Because now we're back on somewhat even footing-ish. They've used Fan, Eviscerate, got the Blade out, Backstab, and Coin. I guess Phantom Knives hit me or hit my knight with the weapon is bad, or if no, because they don't get to trigger the death rattle.
Many options.
That's the thing. If we can just keep them off the death rattle plan and keep them on their toes, then they can't really operate. But hopefully that's not just wishful thinking. Hopefully it actually happens. There's the guy I was talking about. He's kind of scary. Wow, he's just gonna take 3 damage. Oh, to trigger that. I see. Ooh, Corpse Taker. That's pretty sweet. Oh, but it doesn't get the Wind Fury. That's pretty not sweet. What all does it get? It gets... Still gets Lifelink, Taunt, Divine Shield. Do I want to... I probably want to save the Spellbreaker for their Carnivorous Cube. Yeah, I'm just gonna play some dudes and poke them for 1. I could have poked here, but I don't think that's gonna matter. Actually, that's kind of bad if I poke there, because that gives them a way to trigger the death rattle. We've got him in a pretty interesting spot here. If we can draw our weapon, our Valenier, actually either weapon right now would be pretty good. That or True Silver Champion. Well, if last game was any indication, whenever they think for a long time, they don't have many options. Because last 3 turns they did when they were thinking really hard, they didn't do much. Okay, they're committing an okay amount. Ooh, that's actually one of the worst draws we could have gotten. Because I don't actually want them to have the death rattle, believe it or not. Yeah, we're 1 mana off of that one. This weapon is really scary because of cube next turn, so I think we actually... we can do this. And then cube. Trade. Play guy. Pass. It's a little weak, but at least they don't get to immediately trigger the cube. The thing is, we're just trying to keep them off of doing any carnivorous cube shenanigans.
Unity, precision, perfection.
That's also kind of bad. We're getting to the point where this guy will just shut them off eventually. Ooh, that's pretty good. With just at enough mana, we could we really, I'm not sure if, they actually, they have some pretty big, cards coming up.
Should I?
I think I'm gonna Corpse Taker and just consecrate him. Because the longer the game goes, the less consecrate really does. So, in this deck specifically, because they're just looking to make a bunch of big stuff. So, 2-mana Sweeper doesn't do much. One of those cards coming in? I don't know what you're talking about. Just had a mini seizure. That's what that sound was. This music's really getting me into the game. Depending, if they play one of their big guys, Lich King's the one I'm most worried about. Range Doctor is actually pretty not cool as well if they can trigger the Death Rattle. It looks like they're gonna sap, which is pretty okay for me. I don't mind playing that again. That's not great. I think this card might be the Lich King. This card they've kept in their hand the entire game. What's the most mana efficient play here?
Should I?
I can set them back to 6. Play a Hydrologist, play this and that. Or no, I kind of. I really don't want this to go off.
Winter is
Yeah. What punishes this? Charge Devil's Sword is not great. The longer this game goes, and we keep drawing like not very useful stuff, this kind of worries me. I think he's got Devil's Sword. You don't make that play like that unless you have Devil's Sword. He's got a 6. I can get him down to 3.
options.
So 9, 3, 3, 3. No, that's probably pretty bad. I kind of like doing this.
Justice.
try to keep him off stuff. Next turn we can play tear him if some of these guys are still alive and swing with a bunch of threes. Lich King is just the card that scares me right now. The fact that it has taunt, not what it gives, but the taunt is not exactly thrilling.
I wonder.
The biggest thing he can play this turn is Mechanical Welt, which is just a 2/2. He loses if he does that. He's already played his Zilliax. I don't know what he could really have. Triggers there. But that's unless he plays like a Fan of Knives, I'm okay with that. Maybe it might have been better to get the one that gives it Divine Shield, but I mean, he wasted his weapon. He's only got 6 mana. The only thing that saves him is like Fan of Knives. I'm gonna trade here. Okay, he's going to just die. All right, 2-0. Seems pretty good. On to the Warlock. Hopefully we don't throw with this guy. Alright, we are doing Warlock, yep. It's gonna be the Priest again. I think this matchup is not great for me.
Shall be mine.
Yeah, it's like a 40% win rate, but that's okay. Maybe we can squeak it through. Looking at their deck, I don't really know if any of this stuff's that great. I think we might keep Gul'dan just cause. I think we're gonna ship everything except Gul'dan. Keeping Gul'dan seems kind of bad, but I just want to guarantee I have him, because I feel like this game might be kind of strange. They have Holy Smite? Yeah, that's the only thing they can really do to kill. Well, probably just better to draw a card. Yeah, hope, knock on wood here, but I haven't made too many mistakes today, so hopefully that stays up.
Choose quickly.
Probably draw a card and see what comes up. Do we even coin it out? Because like next turn we can just play this. Because like if we coin, do that, it'll be at 4.
So many possibilities.
I actually think we just pass. I probably prefer getting an 8/8 on turn 3 than getting a 2/4 that hits me for 2. What'd they do? Another Shadow Visions? Oh, they got Shadow Visions off of Shadow Visions. I believe that's what happened. thinking real hard about this one. Yeah, so Shadow Vision's off the Shadow Visions. They only have one Shadow or Death. Coining does nothing. We can actually... No, we have 10 cards. We can't do that. Well, if we play this, we go to 4 mana, and this goes to 4. We pay 1 to draw another card. But I might want the coin for later, so I think I'm just going to play this. Oh, well, yeah, you could have coined and done that. That's not really worth it. I'd rather have the coin for something else. There's their 1 card of death. That's okay. They're right, they didn't get that off of... Oh. Interesting. I actually can't ping. What hits me here? Mass Hysteria. I think I'll just pass. Right? Yeah. I can't do that because I'll mill a card. They just played their own Shadow or Death out of the deck. Very efficient use of this mana here. I don't even think we bother killing that. Do we play the board though? 4 mana, 4/4.
I wonder.
They only have one cost thing in their deck.
I wonder.
I think we just play this. Maybe play another one. Yeah, and then draw a card. Seems okay-ish. They could have Psychic Scream if they kill us, get the coin. The key in the Priest matchup is to not overcommit, because you're just asking to get Psychic Scream. For those who don't know what Psychic Scream is, shuffles all minions into your opponent's deck. So basically, if he attacked here and killed it, he'd get a coin. He'd have 7 mana if he played it. He could play it. All these would go to my deck. So, because like I could have just dumped my whole hand out these last couple turns, but then we get just like the game's just over. With this, I think it's okay-ish. Lyra. It's not great for him. He was probably looking for anything else. But we're definitely killing the Lyra. I think. Looking at their deck, I honestly think Hellfire might be a pretty poor card. So I think what we're actually gonna do is just Hellfire. Yeah. Down to 9. Do I even play another minion? Yeah, we can play a Plated Beetle and pass. Well, Lethal is on the board. They don't have another Shadow or Death. They're at 7 mana, so they could play Psychic Scream. They do have a coin, so they could, I guess, just play Lich King. Yeah, Lich King does save him. Depending on what I draw. If I draw Spellbreaker, I have 2 in the deck. If I draw that, I just win, if that's their play. We'll just have to see. Witchwood Grizzly is also pretty bad for me. Because it would be a 3... We'll lose 1 health for each card in your opponent's hand. Oh, wait, no, that's insane. Never mind. Okay, we just win.
I'm pretty sure.
So they are at 13. How low can we get them? Can anything here save the day for us? Get us the win. Another Hellfire would do it. There's only 1. I don't know if it's worth the risk. He's gonna have to trade into that anyway. We're definitely slamming face, so I guess we just do this. Now we're under that, so we can play this. Just gonna send them to 3 life. Pass. Now I'm pretty sure they like have to have Psychic Scream. They don't have enough mana to go off, I don't think. I could be wrong. I don't play this deck, and I rarely play against it, so...
I wonder.
What was that? That was the other Shadow Visions. Do they have a coin in their hand? No, they used it. Yeah, they used the coin already. So, copy a spell in your deck. Well, they don't have Shadow or Death in their deck. So, they can't do that. Psychic Scream's out of reach. I think we got this. I think we just win. Don't know what else they can do. Looking for Mind Blast? 3 Mind Blasts does it. Oh, okay. This might be bad, actually. Yep, that's the worst one. Yep, good, great. Exactly what I wanted. Oh, the Lich King's pretty good here. Or Mass Hysteria. Yeah, that's what it was. How many cards do I have? 14, so it's a 1 in 14 chance that we draw into a Hellfire. I don't like those odds. We could just kill it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do this. Well, 10. Okay, so I have to play the coin. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do this. The coin, using the coin there puts us another turn behind Gul'dan, but if I don't kill him in these next 2 turns, I think he's just gonna combo off on me. There's a lot of stuff that just wins me the game off the top. Again, unless he heals the other Hellfire. Spellbreaker is probably really nice. He's used both Shadow Essences, so he can't make a cheap creature.
I wonder.
Ziliax doesn't do, like, anything. He Eternal Servitude to summon, or is it a friendly creature? Yeah, it's a friendly minion. So the only things that have died for him were like a copy of Lyra and the stupid gargoyle. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Maybe. Plated beetle. Oh, wait. That's how Mafia works. Fill your board? No, sorry. Golden Hellfire. Well, that was a 3-0 against Texas A&M here from ATU Hearthstone. I'm Carson Lewis, and I guess we'll be back next week. Hopefully we don't get 3-0'd next week, because getting 3-0'd when you're rank 4 against some guy who hasn't played the game in 4 months is kind of embarrassing. Okay, bye!